Nice and easy. We're done with that though.
Is it the jump rope? Yeah. Whenever I skip rope, I can't use these wireless headphones. They fall right out of my ears. So of course, it would be helpful if I could get the rope itself not to fall out of my hands. Finish my protein shake, then we'll hit this. New name, who this? Yes, sir. For those of you who don't know me, my name is BullMuscle. For those of you who know me as Beer Battered Aggie, yes, I'm going through a rebrand. This seems like a pretty good time to talk about that, so let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm a diehard Aggie.
The eyes of Texas are upon you. That is the song they sing so well. Sounds like hell! So goodbye to Texas University. We're gonna beat you all to chiggeroo-da-rum, rough, tough, real stuff, Texas A&M. Goodbye.
We get a little bit more all. So why can't I click all? Oh, yeah, there it goes. Nice. Alright, let's do one more bronze bar. If you adopt the mindset, and this is a quote from Jacob Fisker of Early Retirement Extreme, if you know that guy, 10 points to you. But it's a quote that I find unbelievably poignant in today's era. Spending money represents a failure to solve one's problems by smarter means. I'm gonna repeat that. Spending money represents a failure to solve one's problems by smarter means. That's painful. But yes, my friends, pure protein, as theirs makes no difference, from raw egg whites. It's disgusting, the taste is vile, and it smells, but 100. Yeah, my poor roommate has to deal with the farts that come from this, and as you might imagine, they're not pleasant. But let me go ahead and knock this bad boy down. Oh, that's vile.
Yep. Nice and easy. We're done with that though.
Is it the jump rope? Yeah. Whenever I skip rope, I can't use these wireless headphones. They fall right out of my ears.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome on in. Mike, good to see you. Big Red Fro, good to see you. Welcome, everybody. My name is BullMuscle, and you are in the bullpen. Let's get started. So, what do we got today? Today, we are continuing on the new workout regimen, which is going to be a 70s style power builder workout. So, what's that going to mean? Well, it means we're going to start with a volumizing section, which is what we're going to do today. I fixed the light, so please compare this to yesterday's VOD and let me know which lighting you prefer, because that actually is helpful. So we're going to do a 70s style power lifter video or workout. That means we're going to be focusing on the big four. That's really about right, isn't it? Okay. The big four, of course, are the squat, the deadlift, the bench, and the press. Today we're doing the press, all right? First thing I'm going to do, though, is warm up a little bit. A little bit of jump rope going. So today we're actually going to attempt to max again, and then we're going to kind of start. So that's going to be the goal. A little bit. You know what? I reckon maybe a quick ab set. Just to really get everything loose. Still fighting off this fucking sinus infection. That's been annoying. Okay. There you go, Rocky. Yeah. Tell me why she's driving Canada crazy and boy does he can't troll the media. Why? Is there talk of him going to Toronto? I guess I would have assumed Canada would have been much more preoccupied with hockey season. It's December after all. Okay, so we got overhead press today. What we're going to do is, just like we did yesterday, 3 sets of 10 at about 60% of our max. So what that means is today we're going to find our max. I'm going to warm up a bit. I will probably warm up less for this than I did for squats. I feel like for squats I really have to warm up well to hit my max. For press, you know, some is good, but maybe not quite as much. Okay. So, if we should be having no real issue doing sets of 10 at 60% of our maximum, we know from super squats that I can reliably hit sets of 10 at 130 to 135 pounds behind the neck. It would stand to reason then that I should probably be 140-ish pounds or thereabouts up front, which means my max should be somewhere north of 200. How far north of 200 is the question. That's one I don't know the answer to. So that's what we're going to find out today. Then, once we've completed our max, I'll open up the guide here. We're going to do 3 by 10 for shoulder press, 2 by 10 behind the neck press, 2 by 10 with a wide grip press, which I haven't done before, but sounds fun. I may throw Arnold press in there for my own satisfaction, really. We'll see. And then bodybuilding work, which it only suggests that I do one of these, but that is just insufficient volume. I'm not going to do only 13 sets in a workout because fuck that. That's not enough, if you ask me. Now, I'll probably dial these bodybuilding sets back because we're with the volumizing approach, right? These big 3 by 10 sets of shoulder press. Next week it'll be 4 by 10. The week after it'll be 5 by 10, a slightly higher weight. So that's kind of the idea. Anyway, so the goal is to be doing it at about 60%. So the question is, again, 60% of what? So if I'm able to shoulder press 200 pounds, that means I should be repping my weight at 120. Now, 120 would be, frankly, really, really easy. I should be able to get at least a little bit stronger than that. I'd be very surprised if I was only doing 200. I should have very, very minimal issues getting. Shit. Just dropped my phone. This thing's been a warrior. I have not treated this thing as well as I should have. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna start with shoulder press. Debating whether or not I want to use a belt for this. I don't really know what it would do. Maybe just, you know, keep the core in line, I guess. I don't know, I'll play around with it on this set and see what it looks like. Let's go with Electric Eye by Judas Priest to start. And my headphones are not working. As always, it always starts like that. Well, looks like there's only a couple people in here, so all that talking probably wasn't all that useful. Should be pretty easy. Now, this should be a strict military press, so this is not, okay, this is important. This is not a push press, right? Push press, you're bending your knees and pushing it up. This should be upper body only, okay? I'm not saying your name out loud, but thank you for the first time, or the returning chat. Bench one rep max all-time PR is 355 right now. I'm guessing it's a bit lower than that, somewhere between, I don't know, 320 and 340. But that's not what we're doing today. We're doing press. All right, so we want forearms to be about perpendicular, so it should be coming out vertically. So I want to go just about shoulder width. Doesn't feel too hard. Just do one with, do one behind the neck. Just kind of get everything warmed up. That's not bad. All right. Pretty easy, as it should be. I think I'm gonna try one repping at 175. Make sure everything's good. Kind of work my way up. Do I want to do that? Or do I just want to say fuck it and go full send at 215? How far away do I live from my parents? That's a strange question, but I'm about at the opposite end of the country from my mother. My dad passed away in 2020, so yeah. I own my own house. No, you know what? I don't see a value in doing that. I think I'm gonna go full send. Maybe just psych myself up proper and hit 250. Do I want to hit? I think I've hit 215 before, though. Do I want to go for more? Why so far away? Because my employer is near here. No real reason for it. It's just kind of how things worked out. Graduated from a college in Texas, worked at a place in Texas for a few years, and ended up moving here. That's what the work I wanted to do was, or at least, well, perhaps I should say the industry I wanted to enter was. That's who hired me. Simple as. All right. This is 215. I think I should be able to get this with no real issues. I'll just fucking send it. I should be able to get this. Number 5. 5 minutes till you dress for the day, run some errands. Dodge, you going out somewhere? If you are you planning on going to the grocery store? And if so, have you already done meal planning for the week? And if not, do you want to come in here and do that before you leave? Because I don't know what errands you're referring to. I'm down. All right. If you're going out, that's cool. I'm gonna ask you to pick up one more bag of the cedar mulch, so that way I can finish laying down the mulch near the front porch. I'm really hoping that works. I hope that cedar, because the whole point of cedar is that it's supposed to kind of ward off bugs. And here in the southeast, it's just so buggy most of the year that the front porch kind of gets unpleasant. You just get swarmed by everything ranging from gnats to no-see-ums to mosquitoes. Or from children trying to stay somewhat close to their parents. So, I was raised in a military family, so we moved every 2 to 3 years. You know, I've looked at, actually, well, it's funny you mentioned this. So, come next year, I may actually be moving out west, closer to where my parents are. But at the moment, no. I'm here in good old Dixieland. 700 miles from my mother being okay with it because I'm independent now. I'm a little bit further away from my parent, or from my sole remaining parent than that. I'm a lot closer to the earthly remains of my father, I suppose, physically speaking. But, you know, that's... Yeah, that's a different story. Now, I understand that there are a lot of cultures where it's a lot more normal. I know this especially is the case in Southern Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. You're going to have a lot more tighter-knit families that stay under one roof. I understand that. That's just not how things worked out here. There are a lot of places in the United States where that's the case, but I guess I was kind of used to it, you know, having moved pretty much once every couple of years for my entire existence. Like, I have never lived in a place for more than 4 years. Never. It's just, it hasn't happened. I'm coming up on the 3-year mark here, and I'm honestly getting a bit bored in the sense that it's that little internal monologue is saying, wow, wait, hold on, we're still here? That's kind of surprising. Why? That's just, it's every 2 to 3 years I get that voice kind of in my head. All right, I need to focus and figure out what song I'm gonna play to put this fucking thing up. Let's go with Ride the Lightning. How often do you see your family? Like, do I value family? Oh, very, very strongly. As an example, for my brother's birthday, I flew out to Texas to see him. And for my mother's birthday, my brother and we took her on a trip. We paid for everything. We took her to Puerto Rico. So my mother lives in the Pacific Northwest. It is very cold and rainy there, and as you saw, I live in the state of South Carolina, so we really are about on the opposite ends of the country. But it may well be that I end up moving a lot closer to her in the future. It doesn't work out in the long run on average. Oh, no. I care very deeply about my family. It's just the circumstances of my employment are such that I have not been located near them. But I make every effort to go and see them. Again, this year for my mother's birthday, we took her on it was like a 10-day trip to Puerto Rico, and yeah, we very much value family, and we very much value each other in our family. It's just the economic circumstances have required us to not be near each other. There's nothing wrong about that. It's just kind of how the cards were played. At the time that I graduated, I couldn't find work near the Pacific Northwest, so I ended up having to return to Texas. And again, I worked there for a few years, and I did apply to places when I was looking for my next step from the Texas job, but the one that hired me and offered the best combination of compensation and everything else when I got the opportunity was the employer here in South Carolina. Sound like a good son and brother. Well, I appreciate that. Possibly cousin too. My cousins, okay, so this one, much in the same way that, right, growing up as a military family, we moved all over the place. I did not, getting to see my cousins was a once a year at most kind of thing. And I really cherish it. Every time I get to see my cousins, I'm very happy to, but it's just not realistic for me to see them very often because, at least growing up, we were moving all the time. So a lot of them tend to be in the northeastern part of the country, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Virginia, Maryland, Massachusetts, and there's no work for me up there. And frankly, I don't want to live in the Northeast either. The Northeast is far too expensive and frankly far too liberal for my liking. It's not to say that I approve of everything the Palmetto State does, because I don't. There's some really stupid right-wingers here, but in general, I think his time, the old maxim I found tends to be quite true. I think it's, I'm paraphrasing a bit, it's Churchill, I think, that said that a right-winger at age 20 has no heart, a left-winger at age 40 has no brain. I've found that to, in many cases, be quite true. No, it's the natural order things, I think, that as one grows and as society changes around you, people tend to drift a bit further right as they age. All right, anyway, I'm going to focus and psych up. This is 215 pounds. That's not quite 100 kilos, but it's pretty close. It's like, I want to say 96, 97-ish. I've only gotten more left as I've gone older. Again, it's, any saying like that is going to be broad brush, but there are people who buck the trend. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the bullpen, then. I appreciate that. But, no, in general, it's the same thing with family values. In general, the more family-oriented crowd tends to be a bit more conservative. That's just sweeping generality, and there are exceptions to the rule, but that's just what I've seen in my experience. Which I should mention is it's not very deep, but it is quite broad because I've lived in many different places, both in and outside of the United States. Though in the short to medium term, I don't see myself exiting the US because of the industry I work in. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and relax. I need to psych myself up to do this. I really wanna do this, but I wanna do it right, so I gotta make sure I'm strict pressing this. I'm not trying to do a push press here. I'm trying to get it off and push it up with my upper body. no. No. Wasn't ready for that. Alright. Didn't feel right coming out, locking that out. So, here's what we're going to do. A bit more is what that's telling me. The strength is there, but the motion mechanics isn't. I'm going to try 200 first, then come back to that. The strength is 100% there to do it, but it didn't feel natural coming out. I don't really want to injure myself right off the bat. So we're going to go 175. Yeah, I need a boot. It's upstairs. The problem's upstairs. I don't do heavy press often enough to really know how to get it right for my max. So that's sort of the trouble right now. The power's there, but the know-how, the mechanics isn't. Because I just don't max press very often. All right, let's try that again. 125, 175, 195, 200. Good attempt, I appreciate that. It's a tradition. I'm rooting for Army today, but of course, if I get a change of employment next year, that could change. All right, this is 200. This should be easy. So the problem what I'm doing is I'm pushing it out and up, and I'm not tucking in properly and just sending it vertical. It'll regroup. So I know I can 10 rep like 150 with no problems. So I should be able to hit 200 easily, but I'm running into a mechanics issue. This is frustrating. I should have, because I've hit 210, 250. I think I've hit 220 before. I don't remember what my press PR is, but I should have no issues with any of this. But the problem is, and I'm feeling it, it's hard to tell from the angle at which you guys are set up. What's happening is, it's a cue I'm not, my brain and my body aren't connected here. What should be happening is I should be coming out, engaging my scapula, tucking my chin, and sending it straight up. But I guess there's something subconscious where I'm worried about racking my face to where I'm doing this, losing all of my power, trying to kind of almost do it as a half moon type shape, and extending the path. And that's bad. That's really not what you want. One, that's a really quick way to get hurt. Two, you're sapping your power even if you are doing it that way. Some caffeine and simple carbs. Oh yeah, I've got a little caffeine in me right now. Bunch of honey before weights, and yeah, it's converted to glucose much quicker. Yeah, no, for sure. Let me give myself just a minute. I keep abandoning it. It's not that the strength isn't there, it's that the form isn't there. I can feel it coming forward before it goes up, and that's not good. I'm really trying to fix that. I know I have the power to do this. I've done this. I've literally done this before. But for some reason, something's going on inside my head to where I'm having trouble visualizing that. Let's try raining blood. Need something to piss myself off a little bit. If we keep wrist straight and not bend, you lose power at that wrist. Yeah, that's the other thing, right? I'm trying to hit the balance of psyching myself up but keeping my form straight. I failed on that so far today. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, but I know I have the power to hit. Again, right, we're talking about what I'm trying to do here is figure out what my max is so I can get a reasonable estimation of what I need to be doing for 60%. The trouble here is, right, if this is 200, then 60%, what I'm being told to do is 3 by 10 at 120 pounds. That is extremely easy for me. I can sit here and do that all day. The trouble is that I'm just having issues figuring out how to get the, I'm running into issues with my mechanics here. That's the problem. I think I'm overthinking it, really, is what's going on. I just need to get pissed off and send it. That's, I think, really what's happening here. Let's try it again. Also, I'm gonna fucking lose the belt. I don't feel like the belt's helping me. I feel like I'm overthinking it. Send it here, no matter what you do. Yeah. The strength is there. I mean, that went up. I didn't feel like I bent my knees. Lost a little bit of balance, but it's just there's something going on with my mechanics where I'm not comfortable with doing that at that weight. I feel like there, honestly, I was trying to overcompensate. I was almost bending my spine back a little bit, kind of doing this, which it also isn't good. I mean, the strength is very clearly there to put more than 200 on. I have the mechanics right. All right. For academic purposes here, we need to move on and actually get into the meat of the workout. This is frustrating. I mean, did that look like it came out clean, apart from, losing my balance a bit on one side there? Like, the mechanics, right? I don't think my knees bent. It felt like it went up pretty consistently. Brace much more, loose tightness. No, I don't know what the hell a Valsalva is. Loose tightness, which can cause you to lose a bunch of power. I don't know what that is. Now, I think the real issue is inexperience here. Again, I very seldom work press at, a sub 5 rep range. So I'm not used to hitting press at this level. I may just do this again for practice, really, more than anything else. I'm going to do this one more time. God, it's going forward again. No, okay. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not gonna risk getting hurt. That's stupid. The power's there, but it just keeps coming forward. Okay. I can 10 rep. Okay, so I hit 200. May not have been clean, but I hit it. And I had strength to spare. I'm not going to do 120. That's a waste of my time. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Let me go for 10s at 145. Because it's supposed to be the first set, you know, you're supposed to have 2 to 3 reps left in the tank at the end of each set. I should know pretty quickly whether or not that's the case here. That's extremely disappointing. It's just, again, it's a mechanics issue. It's not a strength issue. I can feel the bar going forward when it shouldn't be. Just a very big breath in your lungs and hold it while bracing your core as if you're about to be punched. Your strength issue does it. Okay. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. All right. Yeah, we're wasting way too much time on this. This is frustrating, but I feel like I gotta move on at this point. So we're gonna move in. No, I really don't see the point of using a bar for this. I shouldn't, or a belt for this. I shouldn't need a weight belt. You can go look into it on YouTube. Jay Sunshine, thank you very much for the first time chat. Seriously boost your performance by quite a bit. Very big breath in your lungs and hold it. So do you do it, okay. So do you do it like that big breath? Are you taking that and then releasing it before you do the lift? Or are you just taking that really big breath and then doing it while you hold it, right? Do you understand what I'm getting at? So is it like, and then you go, or is it, you know, don't release it? Okay. All right. We gotta fucking move. I'm kind of getting sick of this. Feels like I'm just dicking around. So we're gonna move on. See, that's not bad. That's 145, right? So if I'm doing 145, right, people? So the idea is, again, you should be able to easily do, and then I probably had maybe, 2 to 3 reps left in the tank. Deep breath to help you get the weight up. You do it while you hold it. I got you. So, right, if 145 is where I'm doing my 60% rep range, and I feel like I'm probably a little bit overestimating that, but if I'm able to, you know, if 145 is like, you know, my 60% area, that means my shoulder press, like my max is closer to 240. As you guys saw, I struggle to get 200. Which tells me, you know, I would call it a mechanics issue. I do think I'm going to go down weight, just because I feel like I could get 2 or 3, but the whole point is you should be able to get 2 or 3 even on your final set. So I'm guessing maybe 135, 140 is about right. Let's do, I think 135 is fine today. If 135 is my 60%, that would mean my max is somewhere around 225. And I feel like that's probably pretty accurate. Now I'm not going to claim my max is 225 because I haven't done that. But I think I have the strength to do it. It's just something's going on with my mechanics that I need to figure out. I need to unfuck. So that's really annoying, but I think it's just practice. I think I need to work on the practice side of this. Stability shows so much energy leaks. We shear force on your lumbar, deadlifts and squats. Try crushing an open empty Coke can, an unopened Coke can. Yeah. Or it's internal pressure. See, even there, I'm noticing it. I'm coming forward as I bring it down in front of my face. I'm keeping good solid like 3 to 6 inches between the bar and my face, and that's a problem. That means I'm adding range to the motion, right? Coming out like this is not what you want. I'm sapping my strength. So what I need to do is I gotta focus on that and fix it somehow. It's not good. I'm less mad about failing on 215 and failing a second time at 200 because it's not that the strength isn't there. It's that I have a flaw in the way I'm lifting the weight. And I have to figure out how to convince my brain it's okay to keep the bar a lot closer. And even if, I bump the bar off my nose, I'm not gonna fucking die. Obviously, I don't want to fucking hit myself with the bar as it's going up or as it's going down, because it's gonna hurt like a bitch. But I'm scared of that, is what's happening. Up here, I'm scared with that, and so I'm bringing the bar like this when I should be bringing it like this. That's the issue. The biggest part of overhead press is being scared to hit your face. Exactly. That's what's going on here. It just terminates weak links in the chain because your power transfer is just one big chain. I had it too. Yeah, what I got to do is but I think personally, the way to fix this is just practice. And really just getting used to bringing it closer. That's I think the only way to go through that is to do it, and not worry about hitting my face. And really working on tucking in my chin, right, so it's not gonna happen. That's the other part that's a little bit tough, But, I've been lifting weights for 15 years, and I still have mechanics and mental issues like this sometimes that I have to work through. This is kind of the rub. Everyone has these problems. That may not necessarily be, on overhead press. It may be an issue with squat mechanics. Maybe an issue with, getting scared about really pulling it on those deadlifts. Maybe placement of hands or bar location when you bench. It's all that sort of stuff. You're just not sure you count it though? No. Well, okay. So if you do a standing overhead press and you're kind of inclining like this, first off, that's a really good way to fuck up your spine. Like, you're putting a lot of adverse stress on your back. You don't want to do that. That's not ideal. But yeah, my spatial sense sucks. Yeah, it's a matter of practice. Really simple. Okay. Last set. Then we'll move to behind the neck press, which I like for the hypertrophy actually more than regular overhead press. see, it's too far forward. Come on. I've got a few more reps that I could do after that. It's just I am just under, inside the skull is where the problem's happening, y'all. What's funny is, so next I'm gonna do behind the neck press and then wide grip. Honestly, part of me wants to just keep behind the neck at 135 and see if I can't 10 rep it. Now again, I should have 2 to 3 reps in the tank, but Papa Player, thank you for the first time chat. Welcome to the bullpen. Well, lighter weights, you can bully around much easier with bad technique. Heavier weights the other way around, you won't get away with bad technique nearly as much with lighter weight. Well, that's true. We're in the volumizing section though, so I reckon if I slow it down, I feel like I was doing a better job. The first rep was too far forward, but I feel like I was doing a better job on that third set of really focusing on bringing it up closer to my face. Of course, in doing that, I'm doing it slower. Again, that's up here. I have the strength to push it up faster, but because I'm bringing it closer to my face, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to hit it, I'll go slower. Which is not good either, but this is mind over matter. We'll do behind the neck press at 135, see how it feels. Again, I should have, this is RP 6 to 7, I should have 2 to 3 reps in the tank at the end of this. So, but when I did super squats last week, I mean, I was able to rep for sets of 10 at 140 with no issue. Obviously, you know, I'm a little bit more, or I'm a little bit less fresh now because I've done 3 sets. But I should have no issue with this at 135 for 2 sets. And I think it is, and this is why I'm saying I like behind the neck press. One, I feel like it hits the rear parts of my delts a little bit more evenly. But 2, right, I can just lean my head forward, you know, and even if I rack the back of my head, it hurts, but it's way less scary than hitting your face. Now, what I may do later is come in here, put on like 175, and just focus, like just do singles, just focus on the form, really try to hit the form right, because I think that's the issue. I really do. I think the issue is not deltoid strength. I think my shoulders are plenty strong to get well over 200. I think the issue is that I'm scared to hit my face. I don't know what else it could be. I don't. All right. I'm gonna hit. Damn That River by Alice in Chains. Do a little grunge. All right. So yeah, this is literally the same weight I was doing with basic overhead press. Now, if you guys see me bending my knees at all here, please say so. You know, sometimes I'm gonna miss that or forget that I'm doing it. I need to be called on that. The whole point here is to do it strict, to do it proper. So thank you in advance. If you see me doing that, call me on that. 2. Now obviously I'm gonna have to bend my knees to get this off the rack, okay? So don't be a smart ass. I'm actually, please be somewhat serious here. Come on, Alice. lost my grip. Come on. I feel like I got I feel like I got maybe 2 extra reps in the tank there, maybe 3. Be smart is like part of my soul, so keep quiet. No, okay. So I'm totally on board with y'all being smartasses in chat. It's just if I'm the only time is like if I'm seriously asking for help on something or a form check, yeah, I want you to do that seriously. Because if you tell me my form is crap, you know, you explain, oh, you know, you were push pressing or, you know, I was doing this or something crazy like that. That's not helpful if I wasn't actually doing that. If you're lying to me, that makes it really difficult. You know, it's, you know, y'all, Mike, you've been here for a long enough time to know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Later today, I'm going to come in, and I'm just going to work on the sticking point, which is right here. Locking out, that's pretty easy. But I think this sticking point, I may try to look at like pin press or something where it's not a complete range of motion, but it's working on that mechanic. And see if that helps. Stuff I wouldn't be smartest about. Yeah, see, yeah, you know, Mikey. Yeah. No, it's, you know, you're gonna run into issues like this sometimes. So we're going to hit one more set of this, and then we're going to go to wide grip press. And I think what I'm tempted to do for wide grip press is do it seated, because I haven't done Well, on one hand, if I do it standing, that'll get me more used to the motion. On the other hand, if I do it seated, I can focus, you know, the keeping my leg straight kind of gets isolated. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I should do it standing or seated. Just think about that. Hey, Rainbow the Panda Mancer, thank you very much for the 5th month of your subscription. I appreciate that very much. How are you doing? Good morning. This is frustrating. I got stuff to work on. I definitely got stuff to work on this account. So I guess we've identified a weak point is what's happened here. And perhaps this is why maybe my bench is stagnating a bit, is that I'm having issues with my shoulder mechanics right now. I have to figure out what the problem is. I mean, y'all have seen me do things like handstand push-ups in the past here. I was doing those for a while, but then started not feeling so good on my shoulders, so I stopped. So maybe there's something going on there that I need to take a closer look at. So maybe I'll give Maybe I'll give those an attempt today. Finish streaming, now eating and stack and playing, leave the company with friends. Oh, nice. How am I? I'm doing all right. I hit 200 on overhead press, but I don't think my strength is the problem here for my max. I think it's my mechanics, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my mechanics. Otherwise, I still haven't quite been able to shake off this sinus infection, still waking up with a lot of crap in the back of my throat and my nose and my sinuses. It's been 2 weeks now since I started having sort of sore throat, cold-like symptoms. Now I'm not having the sore throat as much, a little bit in the mornings, but now it's a lot of just congestion, just mucus buildup, and headaches, and toothaches actually too. Like if I do this, I can feel the fluid moving in my sinus. I can feel it pushing down on the nerves in my teeth. I can feel pain in my teeth. It's a specific couple teeth too. Sorry to hear that. There's nothing can be done. All right, come on. Final behind the back press. You know what time it is. God, I love Motorhead. Strong like bull, baby. Come on. Oh. But like, okay, the fact that I'm able to 10 rep the same weight behind the neck that I am with, a regular overhead press tells you it's a mechanics issue. Oh man, that's a nasty fucking fart. I'll turn on the fan. That's miserable. That's unplugged. All right. Focus. There's more power there. It's just the mechanics that are fucked. I'm strong like bull. Yeah. If you want to come out here and figure out what the fuck you're doing for your errands, Dodge, I will turn on the fan, because that is, oh man, I think I just mustard gassed myself. See, on what other fitness channel are you going to get a combination of financial advice, self-deprecating humor, and violations of the Geneva Convention? There you go, that's my sales pitch. It's so nasty. I had to turn the fan on. I've turned the fan on, don't worry, it's already getting better. All right, so now for wide grip, I think we might keep it standing. The trouble is I've never done wide grip press before. I have no idea how it's going to feel. I'm going to see what it feels like at 125. I have no idea if that'll be the right weight or not. There's really only one way to find out, isn't there? Shift the blame. Ambition makes us whores. Macho croak, all your life a cosmic joke. Smoke. Dance, burn and dance. God, I love Motorhead. All right. So we're gonna do 2 sets of wide grip press, then we're gonna do all of our body building stuff. Then we're done. This is a fairly easy workout. Honestly, you know, it's the first weekend of the first week of the first wave, so it's naturally going to be pretty easy. Next week we're adding a set, so it's going to be 4 sets at the main, you know, thing, and then 3 sets at the auxiliaries, or not auxiliaries, sorry, the variations. Because these are all variations on the same movement. The movement is the press. You know, the variations are behind the neck, and now we're going to do wide grip. I have no idea how I'm going to handle a wide grip. That's going to be very interesting to see what it's like. But I definitely need a different song, because this one's over. Let's go with a little Aerosmith. We'll draw the line, Kings and Queens. Back when Aerosmith was dirty, I'm telling you. There are a couple musicians for which, or artists for which, Dodger and I both like the artist, but we like distinctly different periods. I'm generally a Jefferson Airplane fan. She prefers more the Starship era. I like, you know, Toxic Twins 70's Aerosmith. She's more 80s and 90s Aerosmith. Don't even get me started on Genesis, because you're just wrong on that one, Dodger. Fight me. Phil Collins era Genesis is crap. Honestly, it's not that bad, but it's just, I love 70s era Genesis so much that, like Selling England by the Pound is one of my all-time favorite records. And I hear Invisible Touch played on the radio, and people are like, oh yeah, this is Genesis. And I'm like, no, it's not! Okay, I like Jefferson Starship more than I like Starship. There are a couple decent Starship songs. I like Landed on the Line, I like No Way Out. We Built This City is a terrible song. We Built This City is basically Grace Slick pissing on our own legacy, if you ask me. It's catchy, because Bernie Taupin wrote it, but it's not a... God. No. Anyway, let's say Kings and Queens. You remember the 1,000-yard stare? I fucking hate We Can't Dance so much. God, I cannot believe... I think what made that even worse is it is inextricably linked now to the only time Texas A&M has lost to South Carolina in football. That somehow those two events just fit each other so fucking well. All right, wide grip press. All right, so I'm gonna try it. You know, I've looked up wide grip press. I've seen different, you know, how wide is wide. I'm gonna go with sort of a bench kind of grip. Actually, I'm gonna go for a little bit wider than bench. So sort of webbing of the hand, a little bit crook of the index finger and the thumb. And I'm gonna press from there. We're gonna see how it goes. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Probably a little heavy. I feel like I could have maybe struggled out 1 to 2 extra there, but probably not 3 to 4. That said, I'm going to stick to 125 because I'm also new to this variation. And I think as I do it, I'm going to get more comfortable with it, and therefore naturally a bit stronger with it. But I think the delta, this is very telling, right? The delta between my primary workout and the variations for this workout is very small, right? Overhead press was what? 140, 145? This is 135 behind the neck and 125 wide. Whereas with squat, proportionally speaking, it was 250 and then, you know, 185 with front squat and 215 for wide grip squat. And frankly, the 250 was easy. We'll see. I'm going to be very interested to see how this sort of 70s style power building workout goes. Because if I don't like it, what that kind of tells me is that I'm very happy to go back to my cut cycle workouts, which is high volume. And, you know, if I just change the calories, you know, kind of keep it constant, I should see results. Because it's, I mean, my normal workouts are tough. I mean, that's 30 sets per workout that is a lot of volume, no matter how you slice it. Okay, so we got one more set of that. Then we've got skull crushers, lat raises, shoulder flies, and you know, the workout regimen is saying to only do one of those. That is not enough volume for my liking. I barely feel my triceps at all right now, so gotta hit that a little bit more. Curls, I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna probably hit Arnold press, because I really like the way Arnold press feels. I feel like I'm getting all parts of my delts when I do that. I'm probably gonna do curls and concentration curls. Probably not gonna do single deadlift curls, because I prefer to do those with like conventional deadlift, or conventional barbell as opposed to a power block, or a dumbbell as opposed to a power block. It just feels more comfortable. And then I'll probably do lat raises as well. So that's the plan there. Let me turn this back off. I think we're good. Yeah, Dodge, it's dissipated by this point. That box fan, I tore it open and cleaned it all out, and it looks like it's brand new. I'm actually really happy with how that went. Took me maybe 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes to do. And, you know, a lot of people are going to say, well, it's a $20 box fan you got at Walmart. Why the fuck would you go to that effort? It's about, you know, it's still, you're saving $20. All of a sudden you've got a fan that's not blowing dust into your face. It looks nicer, and, you know, it teaches you things about repairability. I understand a little bit better how the fan motor works, how it's connected up electrically, stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna do one more set and we can talk.
Go right ahead.
If you're going, are you going the North Augusta route or the Aiken route?
I'm going Aiken.
You're going Aiken?
Yeah.
If that's the case, can you run the recyclables?
I don't see why not.
If you're going that way anyway, it seems to make sense to me. I'd be very appreciative, because that does need to get done today.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Let me do this. Tell you what, as a thank you for doing that, you can pick my next song.
All right.
Strong like bull. Yeah, I feel like that's about right. I do. And that just tells me immediately the trouble with the high weight stuff for this exercise is mechanical. It's not strength. So I just need to, later what I'm going to come in here, probably just work on singles, probably adjust it, have it here, 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 here. Have it as, basically just do pin press. Really get used to having the bar right fucking here. You know, because it's I'll give you an analogy. I'll give you an analogy for this. If you have ever deadlifted, first off, there's a reason with heavy deadlifting days. I wear these socks. If you've ever deadlifted, gotten it too close to your shins and scraped the fuck out of your shins, you know how much of a bitch that is. Your shins do not have a lot of excess padding or skin on them. In other words, they're not very tough unless you've been, you know, training them the way like a Muay Thai boxer does. But as a result, a lot of people will instinctually deadlift away from their body, which is terrible on your lower back. And I think the same thing is happening here with me for press. Anyway, So, that's where we're going with that. So, if you're going the Aiken route, if you can hit recyclables, you can go to either Lowe's or Home Depot to pick it up. Just one bag of cedar mulch. It'll say cedar mulch, insect repellent, you know, something like that.
Right.
That would be extremely useful.
I'll see what I can do.
Cool. Next, we got skull crushers. So we're gonna get it down here. Yes, this is a flex. Because I'm too fucking lazy to unrack and then re-rack. Although, actually, that was entirely unnecessary because I'm not gonna fucking do skull crushers at 125 on a bench. That shit ain't happening. That'd be really great if I could, but no. All right, so I'm cooking out today. Oh, and by the way, check. This is more or less how the roommate and I, and I would do it with the other roommate. The other roommate's not here right now. I think he left for Georgia for the weekend. This is how the roommate and I kind of have a general game plan as to whatever the hell we're going to eat the upcoming week. At some point, usually on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we sit down, figure out what the hell it is we want, create a grocery list, and then go buy the shit. As it turns out, this is a really good way to both keep junk food out of your house and keep your grocery budget to a reasonable level. So today, we've already got the plan for today. It's the Army-Navy game, so I'm going to cook out. Or no. We're actually going to christen the new air fryer. We're going to try marinating and air frying some chicken. Probably have that maybe with a side of, like, I don't know, mashed potatoes or something.
I could buy something.
Well, I mean, we got mashed potatoes here. That's what I was saying.
I know. Ooh. Ow.
So that's kind of today's plan. Tomorrow's plan, I'm going to see if we had planned for that last week or if we need to restart. We did the beef fillet already.
Yeah.
We already used the Polish sausage, so we're good there. Okay, so yeah, we'll do. So today we'll do air fried chicken. That should be pretty good. I got a couple chicken thigh packs, thawings. That should be real solid. Sunday I know Eagles are playing Dallas. When are they playing?
It's an 8 o'clock game.
At
So,
night?
yes.
Oof.
So
I'm not staying up for that.
So my idea for tomorrow, because I think we do the turkey noodle soup tomorrow.
I think that's actually a really good idea.
Because that'll clear up a lot of freezer and fridge space.
Yeah, that's smart. Okay, so that'll take a while, but I can get the stock boiling before I stream. That's easy enough.
And then I can babysit it.
Alright. Monday I'm at work and you're not, so if you've got something you want to do there, let me know and that'll be good.
Well, honestly, if we got the soup, that'll last us for a couple of days.
Fair enough. Alright. So we'll do leftover soup then. For Monday for lunch, I'll probably go with something fairly light, maybe yogurt or something.
Want me to get you salad greens?
Yes, I am gonna want salad greens.
Alright.
I've got spinach. I'll probably use the rest of the spinach for food. That'll be a side for me today. We'll just do some sauteed spinach. Oh, we got a new follower. Thank you very much, Dog Bet. Who do we have a Georgia fan in here? I'm wondering if that's what that is. I know it's not TV25 because he's too much of a prick to ever show up here. I mean, he didn't miss much. See, Tuesday all lifted, so I'll have a pretty high budget for calories. I'm not gonna have the time to sit down and make a giant pot of something.
Well, how about for Tuesday, how about sausage and schnitzel? Or schnitzel, rather.
It's fairly high in fat, but if that's the case, I may make an alternative for myself to go with that, something a little bit leaner. My weight's been rising at a clip too fast for it to be reasonably construed as muscle gain, plus my numbers aren't going up.
What if it's like a turkey? What if it's turkey sausage though? Because I can compromise on turkey sausage.
Could do that. Let me tell you what, before I get too cool, let me knock out a set of lat raises real quick.
Alright.
That's not a bad idea. I just gotta figure out, if I'm gonna do that, I need some sort of vegetable. I'm gonna check it, I gotta check and see if we got sauerkraut. That would be good enough for me.
Yeah, if not, I can pick some up.
What?
I said if you don't have sauerkraut, I can pick some up.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
So
Okay.
you're ready, so.
I can live with that. Hell, if you're the one going out and picking this up, you may want to put this on your phone. It's less relevant that I have it on my phone, but okay. Alright. How about a big pot of turkey chili on Thursday, just because I'll be at home and I'll be able to work on it, you know.
That works.
You want that?
Works for me. I'll make sure.
Cool, because we got a load of ground turkey, so that should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, let me do another set here, figure out what we want for Wednesday, and then Friday, and then we're set.
Yep.
Let's see here. Let's go for a little Van Halen. Alright. So do bend over lat raises. Alright, that's not bad. For skull crushers, I think I'm going to try. We're going for sets of 15. I think 85 should be good. Alright, so that's got us as so Tuesday's figured out, Monday's figured out, Thursday's figured out, today, tomorrow figured out, so we just need something for Wednesday, and Friday we'll probably have leftover chili, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So I don't have to worry about Friday. Okay.
Wednesday, you want to do burger?
Yeah, we don't, I think we need, that would be 2 hard eggs, bacon.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with that.
Yeah.
Alright.
And Saturday.
Next Saturday, well that's for next week's meal plan.
Alright.
Unless there's something, you know, you want.
I was thinking a golden curry.
Another golden curry? We got the chicken, I could do that.
You got the curry blocks, I only need to get mushrooms and carrots.
Alright. Do we have gold curry blocks?
Yes, we do. We have a box you haven't opened yet.
Oh, nice. Alright, cool.
I checked.
Alright, let me do a set of skull crushers.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh. Come on. Nice. All right. So then, I think we've got a meal plan. Do you just need the ingredients for all that?
Nah, I know what I'm doing.
You written it down?
I know what I'm getting.
All right.
Because there's not that much to get.
All right. If you can get a, let's see here, a can canister of non-fat Greek yogurt. I'd appreciate that.
Yep.
I'm trying to see what else I would want for my lunches on days where there's no leftovers.
We'll get you more salad greens too.
Yeah, salad greens works. Shredded coleslaw is good. I've still got spinach, so no need for that.
Alright. Thought you said you were gonna finish off the spinach today with chicken.
Well, yeah, but if I have spinach one week, I'd rather have some other kind of different green the next.
Yeah. I was gonna get something different.
What else? I'm trying to think of what else I need to do. You know what goes in the chili?
Yes.
All right. Check to make sure we have at least. If we have only one onion left, grab some more onions because that'll be good for next week's curry. That'll be good for the chili. That'll be good for German. Check for the sauerkraut.
You want sauerkraut or blaukraut?
Oh gosh, if you can find blaukraut, definitely go for that. But you're probably only gonna find that if you go to Aldi. Although, if you're going to Aldi, you can pick up. That'll be the best place to pick up the sausage. That'll be the best place to pick up the yogurt too. Oh, that'll be the best place to pick up the eggs. Ooh, and then if you're gonna go there, at least one more gallon of milk. Whatever's on sale, 1%, 2%, probably ideal. Probably don't need to go whole. I like whole milk, but my weight's rising too fast for that. So, other than that, I think we got a plan.
All right.
Appreciate it. If you're gonna do that, you can pick all that up, bag of mulch, and then hit the recyclables. That would be fucking killer.
All right.
So.
I'm gonna go load up the car.
All right. Do you have a song you want to play? That seems only fair.
Yeah, Du hast.
Du hast?
Yes.
All right. By.
Rammstein.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, Rammstein's going to be a good choice. Thank you. All right, you got it.
Hell yeah.
All right, so big news for former Texas A&M wide receiver Raymond Cottrell is transferring to UK. That's fine. I mean, look, I hate to see him go, but at the same time, if this year, with the injuries to Evan Stewart, the perplexing lack of usage by Moose Muhammad, for which I blame Jimbo Fisher, by the way, because Moose balled out in the second Jimbo got canned, and Anaya Smith, Raymond Cottrell was not, and Noah Thomas, Raymond Cottrell was not getting playing time. I understand why he's transferring. So I hope he does well for Big Blue Nation. I feel bad that things didn't work out for him, but it's not the end of the world. Awesome. If you need anything else from me, let me know. Otherwise, we Gucci, and I'm gonna play some fucking Rammstein. I know Rammstein isn't how you pronounce it, but I've been to Rammstein Air Force Base.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's my inner military brat leaking in here. I use broccoli slaw, much healthier, I think. Broccoli slaw is nice, but it's harder to find around here. And when you do find it, it's twice the price. Ultimately, shredded coleslaw, as long as you're not, dousing it in a mayo-based slop sauce like you would for a coleslaw, it's just shredded cabbage, and cabbage is extremely good for you. So it's also dirt cheap. You can find around here, shredded coleslaw costs usually about $1.19, $1.29 per package, whereas basic salad greens like iceberg lettuce, which has worse nutritional properties, is another 30 to 40 cents more. Spring mix is like $1 more. Rocco slaw is like $1 more for less. So it's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go with. Anyway. All right, Du hast.
Yes.
Oh. There we go. All right. Cool. All right. I use this for veggie omelets. Ooh, that's a good choice. Even in chips formation with Dane Key and Barry and Brown. Oh, that'll probably be a better fit for him than it was at A&M. It's going to be very interesting. I think A&M is probably going to see more wide receivers transfer out because the new offensive coordinator is the guy from Kansas State who runs a much heavier rushing-based attack. I'm very happy with that because I like my offenses the way I like my Black Sabbath songs. Plodding, slow, diabolically heavy, and they sound like they came right out of 1970. I love jumbo packages. I love fullbacks. I love offensive linemen in the backfield. I like strength and power. I like making defensive linemen wish they stopped playing football. It's a numbers game. Unless you've got a defense playing the 46, and as far as I'm aware, nobody in college does that anymore. Unless you've got a defense playing the 46, you are going to have a mismatch somewhere. You've got 5 offensive linemen and at most 4 down defensive linemen. Now those defensive linemen may be the strongest athletes on the team, the best athletes on the team, but you've got 5 against 3 or 5 against 4. Somewhere, an O-lineman is going up against a linebacker, and that linebacker is fucked. That linebacker is going to have to hope he can get around by being swift, and that's fine and good. But the offensive lineman understands the running scheme, understands the gaps. All he has to do is seal him to one side. Really, really easy. Let the running back run off his hip, and the running back's into the secondary at that point. So if everybody on their offensive line does their job, you know, a power-based offense is unstoppable. Liam Cohen's from the Shanahan coaching tree. I have mixed feelings about the Shanahans. Long time ago, a certain NFL team of mine had the Shanahans as coaches. All right. Next up on triceps. Ten, 11, easy. All right. So you got one more set of lat raises, one more set of skull crushers, 6 sets of curls, 4 sets of shoulder flies, and a couple sets of Arnold press. Don't your elbows hurt from these? No. Right, skull crushers are not supposed to be a heavy weight exercise. That's why I'm only using 85 pounds. They're supposed to be a hypertrophy exercise that does a really good job of isolating the triceps. So you're coming down with it, yes, you're putting a torque on your elbows, but because it's a light enough weight, you're really working on the triceps there. Prior to UK, was a QB coach for the Rams, won a raise their OC. Yeah, I remember. Oh. Yeah, you're talking about Cohen. Well, prior to that, Cohen was a very successful quarterback at K-State. People kind of forget that. All right. So do one more set of lat raises. We're going to do these at a 45-degree angle, roughly. You know, I'm not getting out a fucking protractor, but you get the idea. All right. This song's almost over, so I'm going to play something else. Have you ever been abroad? Yes. Not in a long time because of the industry I work in. I'm unable to leave the U.S. without an absolute metric ass ton of paperwork. But before that, yes, I've been outside of the country. Just has not been in a long time. All right. Strong like that, let's go. All right, about shoulder width apart, a little bit, actually a little bit narrower. 45-degree bend, we're working on squeezing them lats. Yeah, about 45-degree. Come on. That's 15. Nice. Come on. All right. Let's move to shoulder flies. Some people call these front raises. Call whatever the fuck you want to call them. What's your job? I'm a nuclear engineer. Yeah. So that's why leaving the country is a pain in the ass. The government likes to know that I don't leave. As it turns out, workers in the atomic industry are kind of hard to find. Just wants the UK develop a homegrown QB. We haven't had one since Tim Couch. But now you got this Brock Vandergrift fella. He might be pretty decent. Okay. All right. So the 40s. We're done with the skull crushers. Afraid to spill some nuclear. Well, I'm not afraid of that, but the government doesn't want the risk to be taken. It's frustrating, but I understand it. You have to remember, there are two sectors in the nuclear industry. Power industry and the other one. Let's go. Two. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. So it's not impossible for me to exit the country. I should make sure that is understood. But if I exit the country, I am obligated to inform Security Department and my employer and with the federal government which foreign nationals I talk to, where I go, how long I stay at each location, and what the conversation was that I have with any foreign national when I leave the United States. In other words, the government can't legally make me stay in the United States, but they can make it so impossible and arduous and so much of a pain in the ass to do anything away from the US, it's just not worth the effort. So, unless I wish to exit the industry, which at the moment I don't, you know, maybe we'll get that point, we'll hit that financial independence number, but unless I wish to exit the industry, it's just not worth it. It is what it is. I can't really control that, so I don't really worry about it. That's stoicism, baby. All right, 15, let's go. 2, 3, 4, 6. Damn it. Damn it! Come on. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. That's part of working in the atomic industry. There's pros and cons. The pros are job security is incredible. I basically can't be fired because getting more nuclear engineers is extremely difficult. The pay is very good, especially for the extremely low cost of living area I reside in. All right, give me just 1 second. I need to step out and pee real quick. It's my property. I can do what I want. So, yeah. You know, I am a very patriotic American. I believe this country is incredible. I'm very, very grateful to have been born and raised in this country, to a family that appreciates what this country has to offer. There's a reason people come here. People immigrate here. There's a reason we don't have to worry about emigration. Social media platforms. Damn! Which one of y'all wrote that for me? That's awesome! Did I do that? I completely forgot that was a thing. Shoot, that's a way better, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's way better way for me to explain it than what I've been saying. Oh. All right. Let's see. We got another set of. Okay, yeah, we still got a bit to go. That is clutch. That's really awesome. I love that, bro. Thank you. I love my mods on this channel. Y'all do a great job. But yeah, pretty much. All right. I'm like, well, let's go. 6, 7. Come on. 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I get a lot of Europeans asking me, you sound like you really love it in Europe. Why don't you come over? There you go. Good old Uncle Sam makes sure it's a pain in the ass to do so. Hey, I don't hate. I get it. Look, your government would give a shit about nuclear security too if the only reason the single, probably one of the most evil regimes in history, got access to the nuclear bomb was because your OPSEC wasn't good enough and they stole the technology from you. Because that's what happened in the 40s. The USSR, under Stalin, did not spend virtually a dime on their own research projects. They just stole the secrets from the Americans. They just stole all of it from us. Like most Soviet and nowadays Chinese innovation is just stealing shit from us or buying it off of us for pennies on the dollar. Like, go look at the Hualong 1 reactor in China. The Hualong 1 nuclear reactor, what happened with the Hualong 1 is the Chinese nuclear industry said, you know that AP1000 reactor that Westinghouse built's a pretty decent design. Let's watch as, due to crushing regulatory environment, the nuclear industry, or the nuclear regulations, force Westinghouse to go tits up, go bankrupt. Then we'll buy it from them on pennies on the dollar. They did, slapped a Chinese name on it, changed a few parts here and there, and boom, Hualong 1. So they got a brand new Gen 2 Plus nuclear reactor design. It was built like a brick fucking shithouse for pennies, literal fractions of pennies on the dollar. Because Westinghouse went bankrupt, so they had to sell the design. And frankly, even if they hadn't sold the design, the Chinese would have found a way to steal it. Go look at what most Chinese cars are. They're facsimiles of Western cars. Not all of them, but a very large chunk of them are. The words intellectual property do not translate very well into Mandarin. There we go. Come on. Yeah, we need to get a whole emoji. Come on. You out?
About to be.
Alright.
Did I take a good workout song or what?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm actually going with something German right now too, going with Scorpions, but did you get the bags, the ice packs?
Oh, no, I did not.
Yeah, if you're buying perishable stuff, you probably don't want to do that. We create one after you give Stream Elements a sub for it to use it though. That's probably not too hard to do. I might ask 70's for one, or use some of what's already been created on my channel. Like between the logo and, you know, the rewards, I need to make those emojis. I've just been lazy and I haven't been doing it. I think, Mikey, I think you may have Herms as a mod to be able to do that. I don't know though. Can you create and add new emojis? Or if you can create commands, I would think you could. I could be wrong about that though. So we got, then we're gonna go down with the 30s. We got side raises. Yeah, I've been going super slow. I mean, frankly, the first 40 to 45 minutes were me dicking around at peak weight, trying to figure out the mechanics and failing. So we got 2 more sets of shoulder flies, 3 sets of Arnold press, 1 set of curls, and 3 sets of concentration curls. That seems about right. Need to be an editor on Twitch. You're not? Remind me after the show, bro. I'll give you editor perms. Come on, strong white pull. Let's go.
You got it.
Come on. Alright, I got 1 more set, 40s. Yeah, today's been slow, but in my defense, I spent the first 30 minutes trying to figure out my max, and I spent the next, I spent another 15 minutes or so kind of meal planning with Dodge, so yeah, it's gonna slow things down. All right, 1 more set of curls. Starting to sweat, it's getting warm in here. I feel like it's a lot warmer. Let's find out. Yeah, it's about 70 in here. It's amazing what difference that makes. All right. Last bicep set. So this time, I'm going to do them double-handed. I'm going to try and go a little bit more outside bias instead of straight forward. I find that gives me a really nice pump. Come on. Come on. 13. Not bad. I got no friends 'cause they read the papers. They can't be seen with me. And I'm feeling real shot down and I'm getting mean. Feel that on the biceps, it's good. Gun's looking all right. Not great, not bad. I feel like I just haven't quite had it today. I feel like all my... I don't know what it is. Strong like ball. Alright, that's good. That's good. Alright, we got 3 sets of concentration curls, 3 sets of Arnold press, and we're done. Oh yeah, I can feel the bicep right here. Ooh. Just like put a little bit of pressure on it, kind of hunching over. I feel the biceps. They are sore. That's good. We got 2 more sets of them. Let Dodger exit first.
Yeah. Back in a few hours.
Peace. Play Mean Street by Van Halen next. This is kind of neat. Y'all are hearing the car right behind us. Make sure your music's down. I don't want to get DMCA'd from your music.
Yeah, turn it off.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to do 3 sets of concentration curls, 30. And we're going to do 3 sets of Arnold press. We want to be repping for 15 here, so I think I'm going to try 50. I don't know if I'm going to get 15 reps. Yeah, I may try it at 40, and if 40 feels comfortable, I'll go up. I think that's probably the way I'm going to do it. All right. Little Mean Street by Van Halen. Fair Warning is a damn good album. If it wasn't for Moving Pictures, that'd have been the best album of 1981. I'm gonna go left first, actually. That's too high. Too low. There we go. Much better. Really isolating the bicep, working on the pump. Eight. 11. Come on. 12. 13. 14. 15. This is home. This is Mean Street. Not bad. That's 15. That's pretty easy. All right. We're gonna try 40s for 15 for Arnold press and see how it feels. If it's easy, I'm gonna go up weight. do this. Once we're done with concentrated curls and Arnold press, that's it for the workout. So, you know, we'll talk a little bit, hang out. If there's something you want to talk about or do, I'm all ears. Otherwise, your boy will probably look to raid someone and chill out on Discord. Might work a little bit on RuneScape today. Get on to 99 smithing. Probably do some raking in the back. It's winter time, so the tree's starting to dump. Probably not a bad idea. I've come to take what's mine. And from this routine, talk about mountains that I've never seen. This is. Alright. So, for those of you who don't know what an Arnold press is, the Arnold press is based off of a shoulder press variation that the Austrian oak, Arnold Schwarzenegger, was known for favoring very heavily and pioneering. The idea is as you're twisting, you're going from a supinated grip at the bottom to a pronated grip at the top. And in doing so, you're working different parts of your deltoids. You're getting a bit more of a complete shoulder workout than you would with just a conventional shoulder press. It does make them harder than the average dumbbell shoulder press, but they're quite good. So, if you want a good dumbbell press variation, strongly recommend this. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I think we're gonna stick to 40s. Because I can 10 rep that with 50, sometimes even 55, but 15 rep is definitely harder, especially with this many shoulder press sets under my belt already. I think that's good. I will probably come in here later and play around with singles with pin press. I'm not gonna do that live because I'm gassed at this point. Give myself a few hours of recovery, just really work on my mechanics. So I think that's where my problem is with press right now. I know I've got more strength than a 200-pound shoulder press. I know because I've done more before. Something's up with my mechanics, needs to get fixed. For the next workout song. Someone had mentioned that there's a way to get workout music going on my VOD and then take it off, or music going on my stream but then take it off for the VOD for YouTube. I need to look into that. You know, I'm gonna write that down. Let's see. Twitch, emojis, VOD music, there we go. And I need to do that. I need to research charities today. That's the other thing. I've got a large amount of leftover savings accrued beyond what I thought I was going to have this year. So I want to use that for charity purposes. All right. Am I using OBS? I am. I can see the pump, that's good. Thank you for the follow. Can't read that from here, but I'll read it after the set. Come on. Come on. I'll probably do some abs after this too. Witch casting, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the bullpen. All right, we got 3 more sets left. We'll do some abs and chill. All right, let's get set of Arnold press here. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Come on, strong leg pull. Not done yet. All right, almost set of concentration curls. I guess I can move you guys a bit closer in, can't I? I got a long way to go to be where I want to be. I think I bet my natty ceiling is somewhere around 400, 500, maybe 550 for bench, squat, and deadlift. I think that's about where my natty ceiling is. I think I can get there. It's gonna take me a few more years. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can get there before I'm 35. More Jojo, how you doing? Welcome. I know you've been here a few times. Come on. Last set of bicep curls. All right. So I'm gonna angle the camera just a touch further down. Yeah, the goal of this is really working that bicep. That's the whole point of concentration curls. You're concentrating on working that bicep. It's an isolation movement. The goal is to move my shoulder as little as possible, move my body as little as possible. The only movement should be the bicep contracting the elbow joint to lift the weight up. well, to rotate the weight upwards at about the bicep as a moment point. Here we go. Come on. Nine, 10, 11, 12, come on. 13, 14, 15. Nice set. Start, come on. 2, 3, 4. Come on. 13. 14. 15. All right. One more set, shoulders to do, and we're done. Hydrant redeeming an ab set, we will get to that, don't worry. I got one more set of shoulders, I was just about to do abs, so you'll get what you want. Oh, ooh, felt that in my back. Oh. Might do a dead arm hang, because I'm placing a lot of pushing weight going up on my shoulders. It's going to compress the spine a little bit, so I might do a dead arm hang for a bit after a set or two of abs. Oh. Frustrated with myself though. I've got some mechanical issues to fix with my shoulder press. That's what I learned today. So I'm worried about hitting my face. It's as simple as. I know there are bars that you can get where it kind of comes out as a bend around the center. And they're usually used so you can get extra deep on a bench press. But if you were to use them for a shoulder press, you could, in theory, keep the bar more aligned with your center of mass. And not get scared of hitting your face. It feels like it's a crutch, but still. Let's do this. Last set. Strong like bull. I think that was 15. Nice. All right, that's everything. We're gonna move to abs. There's your ab set. God, my back. I don't really want to straighten my arm against that. Let's get a few extra hinges. Oh. Oh. I always hate those. There's your ab set. Yeah, the ab definition is kind of going away because of the bulk. I don't know, we'll see. Honestly, if this bulk does give me the results I'm looking for, perhaps my natty ceiling's a bit closer to where I currently am than I thought. I personally don't think that's the case. I think there's a very long distance yet to go, both in terms of weight to gain on all my work, on all my exercises, the time it'll take to get there, versus where I'm currently at. That's just my own opinion. All right, let's do some abs. Ooh, small crowd today. That's a pity. Oh, what are you gonna do? Quiet crowd too. Let's go for another set of abs. Come on. No fucking quit. No quit. Oh. Do some bicycles. Alright, I'm gonna do one more set of abs and I'm done for a little while. I'm feeling pretty gassed, pretty weak. And I know why. The other part of this too is I've now been 2 weeks without a good night's sleep. It's because this goddamn sinus infection that will not go away. I think you can tell that it's starting to get under my skin a bit. Come on. There we go. My bump's falling in this little crack here. It's bending the spine. Didn't feel good. 40 more to go. $30. 40. Ah, 60. It's painful. Not happy at all with how today's gone. Numbers were poor, intensity was poor, speed was poor. I can do better. No, I can't. Mechanics need work. I'll write that down actually. Mechanics. On heavy shoulder press need work. Study how to fix motion path to be more direct. Let's see what else we got. We got milk, 180 calories, 16, 0, 26. Protein, 380, 64, 7, 17. Okay, that's good. Once I kick this fucking sinus infection, I'm hoping things get better. I'm so tired of the bad night's sleeps in particular. The waking up at 3, 4 in the morning with your throat on fire, unable to breathe because you're all stuffed up, coughing, hacking, headaches. It's really frustrating. Later today, I'm 100% coming back in here. I want to play around with the mechanics of the press. So I'm going to try and demonstrate what's happening here. Why I'm so irritated with my mechanics. Okay? So shoulder press, ideally, that's not helpful. Now is it? So shoulder press, right, just like anything else. When you deadlift, you want the range, the motion of the bar to go straight up. When you squat, you want it to go straight down, straight back up. When you bench, straight down, straight back up, right? You shoulder press, it's the same thing. You want the bar to go up. What you don't want to do is have the bar go like that, out and up in almost like a crescent shape. The problem is, mentally, up here, something's going on in my brain that's saying, yo, what you need to do is push it out so you don't hit your face, even though I'm nowhere close to my face. So that's what I'm trying to fix. So what's happening is, what I should do, right, what I should do is right here. really demonstrate the whole thing because I'm just gonna do a little bit further. Okay. Again. You should do is want to go right, come from here, the upper chest, straight up. Right? What I'm doing is, it's subtle, but that is putting a forward torque on my shoulders, right? So you try it, right? Try shoulder pressing out here. It's way more difficult. And that's the problem. I'm not really getting the mechanics of my shoulder press right. I have to figure out how to fix that. So that's my challenge right now. All right. Well, looks like chat's about as dead as fuck, so I'll give you guys, I don't know, a minute or two. Ask me any other questions, be it related to fitness, diet, exercise, whatever, what have you. I will probably look to raid someone. So, let y'all figure out whether or not you want to ask me anything. I'm gonna clean up, reset everything, pull the car back in. Go. Oh, looks like chat is as dead as a doornail today. It's fine. Looks like Celsius live much to him. Next time I think I do press, I'm gonna put y'all over on the side the way I do squats so I can get a better idea of what my range of motion looks like. So you got Rotero, Bam Bam, Celsi, Jasu. Yeah, we'll hit Celsi. I like Celsi. He's cool. So I'm gonna rate him. Yeah, raid message is going to be Bull Rush. So you can type in Bull Rush, or you can copy and paste that. What Mikey just put in there. Thanks again for that, Mikey. As always, you and my mods, y'all are the rock stars. You'll make doing this so much more enjoyable. So, yeah, we'll raid Salty. So raid message is Bull Rush. Y'all see that already. Tomorrow I will be live, same time, same place. Well, technically about maybe 25 feet in that direction. I will be on rest day, so we'll play probably some old school RuneScape, honestly. Maybe we'll cook. I don't know. I haven't done cooking stream in a little while. That might be fun. So, yeah, that's going to be that. So we're going to hit raid, Celsi. All right, well, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you all very much for coming out. Thank you for the follows, for those of you who showed up. For those of you who followed for the first time, welcome. If you liked what I do and you want more, come check out the Discord. Other than that, as always, y'all, make good decisions. As good decisions form your habits. As habits form your values. As values form your ethos, to be the guys to start through the rough waters of life. Much love, y'all. Come in for the hug. That was kind of shit, YouTube. See you tomorrow.